Hello viewers, how are you all doing? My name remains Noel Akam Jr. I would like to draw the attention of Lagos State government over the rapid demolition of properties belonging to different people in Lagos. If this is your first time on my page, do subscribe to my channel and follow me on other social media networks for regular updates. But let's look at it this way. As a government may decide to come with any policy and take over whatever they are interested in. In this case, it is some land that is being sold to individuals, even real estate moguls, and so on and so forth. My fear is that what you're doing now, that you think you're indirectly trying to acquire the land that your people have sold to different individuals back from the people using government policy. What you do not understand is that the effect of this action in the nearest future will be worse than the damages that you're causing to those property owners today. Let me explain. What I mean is this. If Lagos State government succeed as they are already doing in creating fear or in making investors believe that Lagos is no longer safe for investment, then there's a problem. Because what is going on now, all the places that are being demolished, they are people's hard-earned suffering. Those are years of struggling. Those are years of achievement. If Lagos State government feels that in a bid for them to claim the lands back or to clean up Lagos or whatever means necessary, because like I said in my previous video, you can't challenge government. So government may decide to come with any policy and take over whatever they are interested in. Don't forget that Atlantic City investors are investing millions and billions of dollars in that axis of Lagos. If you are one of those investors, having seen what is going on in different parts of Lagos, Aspanda, Yanoworo, all the places, even Ikota, Ibejileki, all the places that Lagos Building and Control Agency has been demolishing since 2030 date. And the way they does it is that any place they want to demolish, they will give the occupant of the area 2 hours to park, which is outrageous if you ask me. If those investors notice or you succeed in making them believe that someday they are going to be treated like that, then sir, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, then you need to trade with caution, or else, as of today, Lagos State boasts of a high GDP. Lagos State have robust economy, even bigger than some African countries. Only Lagos alone, a state in Nigeria. Do you think you will keep enjoying these revenues if you succeed in chasing investors who are bringing in those revenues? Yes, you may say, because during the last election, because this thing is political, not that anybody won't tell me. This is pure political. And we know, because during the last election, quote and unquote, according to the news making the round, that people called Lagos no man's land, then he now decided that the best way for you to reclaim all the land that have been sold to different individuals. I'm being careful not to mention the word non-indigenous so that people don't misunderstand the importance of this video, because last some Yoruba properties too are also being destroyed and taken over by Lagos state government. But my message here is that if at the end of the day investors get to know that Lagos state is no longer safe for investment, then there's a problem, which is exactly what is happening already. If you look at the model of operation since this exercise started, you'll find out that there are more to this than what government of Lagos state is explaining to us, because they have always come up to tell you that because they build in a canal way, because they did this one, blah blah blah, or most of them don't have a building plan, what have you, except if you want to tell me that you want to reduce Lagos state to a state like Ibadan or Ekiti, who mainly survives by the federal allocation alone, then you can go ahead, keep on destroying people's long-time investment. Trust me, they will go. Of course, they won't go with Lagos land. They will go. Most of them will look for alternative and look for another part of Nigeria or any part of the world where they can be doing their business, because the sole idea of business is for you to do your business for where you will be able to make profit. You understand? So if that is what you want to achieve, go ahead and keep destroying people's property. But if you want to maintain your current status and operate at the GDP level, even higher where you are operating, my dear Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, you need to call your team to order. You need to re-strategize. The approach is totally wrong, if you ask me. Those investors could have been given an opportunity to save their property by, if it is the ones that you said, according to some of your reports, that they do not have a building plan, you could ask them, give them a time frame to renovate. Thereby you will now give them, they will come to your offices to get building plan where you will issue to them. Then any one of them who are unable to meet most of this your demand, then the person will leave you with no other option than to carry out a demolition. Or the ones that we know all the policies that you have brought, but what I'm saying in essence is that they could have been given an opportunity to save their property. Not that you will just come, mark the place, give them 2 hours to pitch, you bring down everything. And that has continued in several parts of Lagos without making provision for where, because most of these people, we're talking about few landlords who owns a building. What about the people, the tenants that you people has been displacing, that do not have where to go, that do not have where to put their head? What it means is that criminalities and crime will continue to rise in Lagos. So those are some of the things that I think that the government officials, alongside with the governor, should put head together and find out the possible way to go about it, rather than the approach that you people are using. But like I said again, you may have different reasons why you're doing what you are doing, but we know that this is purely political. But trust me, it will bounce back. Take my word, it will bounce back. You know, when you have your ceiling fan on and suddenly NEPA takes light, or you off it by yourself, you notice that that ceiling fan, or that fan, or any fan for that matter, does not stop automatic. It keeps on rolling, just that the pressure will be reducing. The pressure will keep reducing until it will get to a point where the pressure will no longer carry that fan to move. Then it will stop. That is what will happen in the future if Lagos State did not watch it and retrace their step, because you're sending a wrong signal to investors. You're sending a wrong signal to anybody who plan to invest be it government, be it international organization, or any business person, either within the country or outside Nigeria, you're sending a very wrong signal to them. And don't also forget that you have a massive project in Lagos, which is Eco Atlantic City. That particular axis alone, a lot of billionaires are bearing billions of dollars, millions of dollars on the ground. If you continue this way, you will sure going to scare many investors away, and the implication will be that your GDP and your robust economy that you're boasting of today will begin to drop gradually. I pray and I hope we didn't get to that part. My name remains Noel Akam Jimmy. Do subscribe to my channel and follow me on other social media networks for regular updates. See you in my next episode.